Yeah. Did you know I'm great?
Yum, 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 yum. Thank you, Estee Lauder, for sponsoring this video.
Hello!
Hello!
Oh my god, you may have noticed that we have an extra critter today.
A little babe!
A little baby we found.
But she's not in the woods. This is a nice apartment.
This is a nice apartment. Welcome to our video. Today we are going to be showing you the opposite of our getting ready routine, our get ready for bed with us routine.
I screwed that one up a teeny tiny bit. One more? Christmas with the cranks.
We're doing our get ready for, no, I forgot what.
Getting ready for what? Bed. With who? Us.
Who's in the bed? Us. Who's in your bed? You.
When do we want them? Us. Get ready for bed with Jen, Kristin, and Bree.
Get ready for bed with us.
Thank you, Estee Lauder, for sponsoring this video. We're going to talk about them in a sec.
Before we take our faces off, we want to show you a little bit what it's like when we put our faces on. Should we do a little transition noise?
I think we shall.
Whoa! Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
So, funny story. After we did my foundation video where I found my perfect foundation and it turned out to be Estee Lauder Double Wear, Estee Lauder actually reached out to us and they were like, do you want to do a video about our awesome foundation? We were like, yeah, I mean, we already know it works.
Duh.
So it's pretty
easy. We like
easy.
you and they like us.
It worked out. Today we're going to talk about the awesome discovery we made, which is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. And actually, we're going to put it on our little faces.
I just love the way these containers look and feel. I just find it really classy. One thing that I've noticed that I do really appreciate is that it doesn't really seem to like settle and fill your pores.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
I learned something.
I really don't like to feel things on my face.
We both have textural issues where we do not like feeling things on our face. It makes us feel like...
Just like I'm wearing an uncomfortable blanket. But this foundation just, it goes on so nicely and it just feels so, you don't notice it, honestly. You don't notice it when you have this on, and that's what I'm looking for in a makeup.
It's lightweight, it's oil-free, and it doesn't feel oily.
And I have oily skin too, so I really prefer things with a matte finish. And when this dries and comes together, it really does like have a completely matte finish, and I don't feel or look shiny. You know, I feel like my skin looks smooth, looks moisturized, but not, you know, like the desert. It's a good balance.
It blends good too.
Yeah, it really
I think
does.
that's a lot of the battle for me.
Also, a little bit goes a long way, which is nice because you just it lasts a long time.
With someone like me, I have a lot of redness. I worry a lot about that redness showing up on camera. And this foundation's really buildable. So like in places where I'm a little bit redder, I can just be like, oh, a little bit more and blend it out.
Plus what's really nice is since the foundation is, you know, 24 hours, it's a long lasting foundation. Like we live in Los Angeles, it's hot. You might get a little sweaty, but your face is still gonna be looking really good. It's also humidity proof. So like you can sort of rest assured that if you're gonna sweat, if you're gonna be in a humid place,
if we're gonna travel to a place,
your foundation is gonna stay on.
Listen, when I go to Florida, there's enough to worry about with the gators. I wanna look hot.
I wanna look hot for the gators. So when you find something that like works for you, doesn't make you break out, looks good on camera, it's very important to grab hold on it.
It's important to take that one worry away.
So now that we've applied our double wear, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it looks good.
I mean,
your skin
I
is
know,
great.
you look so cute.
Look how cute you look. Wow, you look like a little model.
Nah, it's just the Estee Lauder.
Yeah, okay.
Fun fact too, this is the #1 foundation in the US and it's available in over 55 shades.
I think that's why I was able to find like a good shade for me, because there was like a very wide variety.
Yeah.
I am using Fresco.
And I'm using Pure Beige.
Shop now and find your perfect shade using Estee Lauder's virtual try-on tool at esteelauder.com.
You can also find the link in our description.
Our face deserves the best. High five. Gentle high five. All right, should we go back to the video?
I think we should.
Okay, let's go get ready for bed.
Time to get ready for bed. Whoa, Bree's back.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
hi.
Did you have fun on your break?
I did. It's a union thing.
Here's the thing, I'm a lazy get ready for better.
What you're gonna see is an aspirational routine.
Who else asked? What you're gonna see is my I'm being a responsible girl routine, because sometimes I'm just like, good night. Part of this routine for me is I've started wearing my natural hair texture, and so that involves letting my hair air dry, because I don't know how to dry my hair with a diffuser, and I refuse to learn. Do not teach me.
If you comment about how to do
This brain is closed for information.
I'm not, no new information this year, I'm sorry. So the very first thing that I do in my routine is I wash my hair. I'm a nighttime shower, but you're not gonna come with me into the shower.
No, it's not that kind of video.
Not that kind of video. So I'm just gonna do most of what I do in the shower out here. I'm gonna take my makeup.
Oh, okay.
Well, Bree and I like to shower earlier in the day. Usually when it's time to go to bed, it's time to take off the makeup, wash the face, and do some skincare. Step one is remove makeup with a wipe or perhaps some liquid water. You can use solid water, but you can't use gaseous water.
I wouldn't use solid watter either. Just rub ice on your face until makeup.
You guys argue about states of matter. I'm gonna go wash my hair.
Do something that I already did hours ago. Got her? You washed your hair in seconds.
Yeah.
In seconds. It only took 20 minutes. So after I get out of the shower, what I do is I flip my hair over like this, and then I make sure everything is all separated. I put a little bit of curl cream in my hair. If I put too much, my curls will be like, I'm on strike. And it's like, we don't pay you, so like, shut up, hair. I do this. This is how I like form the curls and like squeeze the water out. And then I put my hair up in a ponytail. And then I take my hair and I twist, and then I wrap it around. And then I take one hair tie, and then I just like crown it. Anyway, back to everyone else.
Well, you've washed your hair, but
Yeah.
it's time for us to take off our makeup and wash our little faces.
I double cleanse.
That's good, so you.
Yeah, good for you.
You double cleanse too.
Yeah.
You just don't know it's called.
I have no idea what you're talking
I don't know what that is.
A balm and then a cleanser.
Got it.
First, I use a wipe. They use water first.
I didn't double cleanse for a long time. Instead, I just sort of like gel cleanse, and I was just like, I'm just gonna rub and rub and rub and rub and rub. And it turns out that's actually not very fun for your skin.
It's fun for your mixtape, though.
Rub and rub and rub.
After I've removed my makeup and then washed with water, I use a little bit of cleanser. And I just do a thin little lather over my face, and then I rinse with water. I will say this, I usually do my nighttime routine alone. This is really relaxing to do this with friends.
It's really nice. We should do more slumber party type stuff.
At this point in my routine, after I've washed my face with cleanser, rinsed the cleanser, patted it dry, then I move on to eye cream and moisturizer.
Yeah, honestly, at some point, whenever if I'm cleaning my face and I just can't get it clean, I'm just like, okay, time for face wipes. I don't like to do all my face with this because I don't think it gets it very clean. And two, it's like not good for the environment. It's also not good for your face. But honestly, sometimes you just can't get those corners.
So after I put on eye cream, I use moisturizer. And I like to take a little...
Do you need help?
I want you to do this for me. Put some on my right hand, please.
Is that enough?
A little bit of moisturizer for my face, and I just pat it.
You all cleansed, Kristin?
I am all cleansed.
Okay, I am as well.
Okay, what do you do next?
Next, I apply an eye cream.
I like to do a soothing face mask because my face is really, really red. So here is this little matcha tea mask.
My final step is also a mask, so I'm gonna do this little like citrusy mask. Can someone open my mask for me?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what you were doing there.
I don't know.
Well, while these two are masking, I'm going to apply some face oil. Put oil on my face to hydrate it because my face is actually kind of dry, so that's why I don't break out that much.
Oh, okay. So
Sounds
this sounds like a brag, honestly. You're just like, oh, but I don't break out, and also my pores are small, and also I have even skin tone, and also I'm smart, and I have a good sense of humor, and everyone loves me.
Yes, those are all true. I also use a restorative cream on the area that I've just had electrolysis, which right now is my upper lip, just to soothe my skin and keep it from scarring.
Cute.
Oh, I didn't know that keeping it from scarring was a thing. Mm-hmm. Wow, you have to go through a lot.
Well,
But you're so cute.
You're
though.
so cute,
thank
though.
you.
So cute. So this is the mask that I have put on my face. And it feels great. And it leads us into my final step of my routine, which is I have a big glass of turmeric tea. So who would like some tea, lades?
Actually, I drink tea too, but I drink herbal tea. Can you make me some herbal tea?
Yeah.
And then my last step, second to last step, is just a moisturizing cream.
Oh,
A
Oh.
little moisturizing cream.
But I'm not done yet, so I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna rub it in. Although
I'm gonna also rub mine in.
I have to rub it in a lot because I don't like having excess stuff on my face.
It's kind of a texture thing, actually.
It's a huge texture thing. I have texture issues. I don't know if y'all know that. But because I have texture issues, there are other things that I do to kind of mitigate that. I use a little face spray. I'm gonna do that now.
Can you hit me with that? That was nice. Kettle's boiling, so let's get the tea bags. Let's get the. Can you open the tea bags?
So then I do my lactic acid.
And I'm gonna be enjoying some delicious herbal turmeric tea. Really hot.
Wait for it to get cool. And then we go to the emergency room.
That
because
happens
Jen burned her tongue. And then I do one last little serum and then I'm done. Also at night I take my antidepressant because if I don't take my antidepressant, I'm not gonna have a good time.
Very few others around you are.
No
either.
one's gonna have a good time. We're all
Yeah.
gonna have a bad time. And then you take, what do you take?
I've got my androgen blocker, which decreases my the amount of testosterone in my system.
Nice.
And then I've got progesterone, which increases E2 production.
Cool.
What's E2? Is it the sequel to E?
Yes.
Okay, what
just
is it really?
I have no idea.
So if this were around 11 p.m., I'd finish up this tea, and then I'd just go and scurry into bed.
Put on our gym jams and
I'm wearing my gym jams. I don't know what the rest of you are doing. Go put on your gym jams.
well, now I'm ready for Betty Bye.
Yeah, we're all in our cute little jammies.
Wait, these are so cute.
Are they
These are
cute?
adorable.
It's like, so when I don't have a broken wrist, I can wear them. When I do,
Oh no!
that's-
No, no.
And what I love to do in my final step is drench my clothes in tea.
Wow, I actually feel like quite refreshed. This was a very
was
relaxing
nice.
video.
I know. I wish we could go to bed for real, but we're
Yeah.
not babies. The one thing that I do before bed that I think is kind of fun is I have this photo of me and my siblings with all 4 of our grandparents, and I always like to look at it.
I like to do the next day's New York Times crossword puzzle.
Oh, how academic.
I help Kristin solve the next day's New York Times crossword puzzle. You know, a little cuddle, a little low energy TV.
And then bed.
Yeah.
Thank you to Estee Lauder for sponsoring this video.
Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
thanks to you for sticking with us as we got ready for bed.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Sometimes it's nice to slow down and be like, oh, I have friends.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Sweet dreams, you big, beautiful babies.
Yes, good night.
Yum, yum,
No,
yum.
no, 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 no,
No, no.
Okay, sorry, Mom and Mom.